Hello children, welcome back. It was a long time that we have not met in the English grammar class. So today I am here with a new topic, the present continuous tense. In my last videos we have already discussed the simple present tense, simple past tense. And now moving on to the next lesson, today I am going to start the present continuous tense. Now, the basic formula on which we frame the sentences of present continuous tense is subject plus the form of be. And what are the form of be? Is, am, are, which are used according to the type of subject plus verb ing form. The ing form of the verb is used in the continuous tense. So this is the basic formula, this is the basic syntax in which we frame the sentence of present continuous tense. Now here we are going to see how we are using the present continuous tense and why we are using. We can use to explain the idea of something which is happening now at this moment. The things which are happening right now can be explained through the present continuous tense. We can also use to express longer actions not at this moment but in progress. We can also write the longer actions, right? For example, she is studying to become a science teacher. So this is a long action that it will take a time for her to become the teacher. But we can use this present continuous tense as she is studying to become the same. The next is we can use to indicate that something will or will not happen in the near future. Something which is not going to happen or something is going to happen very soon in the future. Like, you are starting work tomorrow. My sister is coming with us to the party tonight. So this is what the incident is going to happen in the future, but here abhi hoga, yani ye incident will take place in the future. So for that also we use the present continuous tense. We can use the tenses with always, constantly, forever to describe the idea that something often happens in a negative sense. Something which is happening in a negative sense also can be explained by using present continuous tense. For example, she is always talking. It is not a very good habit of talking always, but still something which is happening always can be expressed like that. These students are constantly complaining about everything. So I have explained it that always, constantly, or forever if something is happening, with that also we can use the present continuous tense. The third sentence is you are always coming to work late. Right? So always, constantly, forever, with these words also we can use the present continuous tense. Children, kindly remember the syntax on which we are framing the sentence, because through that only you will be able to identify whether it is a present continuous tense, past continuous tense, or a future continuous tense sentence. Like, in the present continuous tense, the structure is subject plus the form of be, that is, am, are, plus verb ke first form ke saath ing. Am I clear? I am just repeating the structure again, that subject plus be ka form, that is, am, are, plus the first form of the verb, but it is in the ing form. And the example is he is playing football. One more example is given, he is running on the road. Now, here are the certain sentences and the certain formats in which you use the present continuous tense while using a positive sentence or a negative sentence or an exclamatory sentence. Right? As in the earlier videos also, when we were discussing simple present tense and simple past tense, I have discussed the affirmative sentences, the negative sentences, and the interrogative sentences. Likewise, I am going to discuss the same here also in this video. The very first sentence is he is playing, and this is a positive sentence. And again you can see the format: subject plus the form of be and verb ki ing form. But when it comes to the negative one, it becomes subject plus be ka form, that is mr, plus not plus verb ki ing form. So we are going to add not with the helping verb or the form of be, right? See, this is am, are also known as helping verbs or auxiliary verbs. So the form of be, right, form of be in the present tense is am, are, also known as the helping verb or the auxiliary verb. Along with them we use not to make it in a negative sentence. And when it is an interrogative sentence, we use the auxiliary verb or the helping verb or the form of be, that is am, are first, and then the subject, and then verb plus ing form. I can even show you the usage and the example, how these sentences are used, and the example also, to describe something which is happening at the exact moment of speech, like at the time when we are speaking and the thing is also happening. For example, Jim is watching television at the moment. Right now when we are speaking, this action is taking place. The second is describe an action that is taking place now but not the exact moment of speech. For example, John is working in London. Now he is working in London. This action is not taking place while I am speaking, right? So this type of sentence also comes under present continuous tense. Third is describe an event planned in the future. I have also given the example just in the previous slide also. Again I am going to give the example. For example, I am taking my French class on Tuesday. I am taking my French class on Tuesday. This is the planned event which will take place in future. The fourth one is to describe a temporary situation. To describe a situation also we use. For example, I am staying with a friend for a few days. Temporary situation means जो अभी कुछ दिनों के लिए है, right? So for few days I am staying with a friend. To emphasize the frequency of the action. To emphasize कि क्या frequency है of the action. The child is always crying for no good reason. Right? Always. These types of words are used to denote frequency. I have already discussed this thing in the previous video also. The words like in the video of adjective, degrees of comparison, I suppose I have discussed this thing, that frequency means always, regularly, never, forever. So these kinds of words comes under frequency, and in the previous slide also I have discussed that always, constantly. Now we can use the present continuous tense along with those words also to describe changing situations. When the situations are changing, then also we can use the present continuous tense. For example, her health is improving by leaps and bounds. Like her health is improving day by day. So we can use this present continuous tense for the changing situation also. The next is here, I am going to have a comparison between the positive form, the negative form, and the question form, or the interrogative form here, right? So here there are different subjects given, and then along with that we are using the helping verb, the auxiliary verb, and the verb and ing form in the positive form. Then if we talk about the negative sentences, right, what we are doing, subject, the helping verb is am, plus not plus verb ka ing. Alright, and then in the question form or the interrogative form, first we use the helping verb, that is am, then the subject, then the verb ka ing form. And here we use am with only I के साथ am is used only with I. Then he, she, it, along with he, she, it we use is. And then you, we, and they, with these subjects we use are, right? And here we have taken the example of the subject, but in general along with I am is used, along with the singular subject is used, and along with the plural subject are is used. Although here you is a singular subject, but along with you we use are, right? So you, we, they. The subject, when the subject is plural, we use are along with it, and when the subject is singular, we use is with it, and when the subject is I, we use am along with it. Am I clear? So this is how we use the helping verbs depending on the type of subject. So here are some, as we've already discussed the certain rules, we are now here with more examples on present continuous tense. So I'll be reading out the examples of the positive sentences. I am eating. You are working. He is driving. She is teaching. It is raining. And in the same way we can make the negative sentence. I am not eating. You are not working. He is not driving. She is not teaching. It is not raining. And when we contract am not, which is not in your syllabus, but although you should know about it, you are not eating. Yeah, I am not eating. So I am and not, if we combine these things, you are not. Like I am ko we put an apostrophe, right, and we write I and M. That will be a contraction. ठीक है, क्योंकि उसमें से हमने अल्फाबेट हटा दिया, सो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कर दिया, तो नाउ इट इज इन द कॉन्ट्रैक्टेड फॉर्म, राइट. यू आर नॉट वर्किंग, यू आरंट वर्किंग. सो आर और नॉट को हमने ऐड किया. हाउ वी हैव एडेड aren't, or we have omitted and put the apostrophe there, and then we have contracted that word. So here are certain sentences in the contracted negative form. I'm not eating. You aren't working. He isn't driving. She isn't teaching. It isn't raining. We generally, what we do that with the auxiliary verb and not we contract, except with I am. If there is I am, then we contract I and am, right, and or else in rest of the situations we use the helping verb or the auxiliary verb and the negative, that means not, and then contract it and then use it as a sentence. Here is a simple exercise, children, which I would like to discuss with you all. Here you have to fill these 5 sentences with the present continuous tense. Children dash in the sea. Now children is a plural subject, so along with plural you are going to use are. Children are, and swimming will be the verb ka ing form, right? So ing form of the verb will be swimming. So the sentence will become children are swimming in the sea. Similarly, in the next question, I already told that along with I am is used as the helping verb or the auxiliary verb. So I am, and the ing form of the verb will be eating. So I am eating ice cream now. The third one is Priya dash under the tree. Now Priya is a singular subject. So along with the singular subject we use is as the helping verb. So Priya is, and the ing form of the verb will be swinging. So Priya is swinging under the tree. The next sentence, Mahesh dash not to attend the concert. So when we change this sentence in the present continuous tense, Mahesh, along with Mahesh, as Mahesh is the singular subject, Mahesh is not going to attend the concert. Mahesh is not going to attend the concert. The fifth sentence is dash Kiruba dash in her room. So now, since it is an interrogative sentence, we are going to use the auxiliary verb first, and Kiruba is a name of a girl, so it is a singular subject. Along with singular subject is used. So the first blank will be filled by is. Is Kiruba reading in her room? Right? The ing form of the verb will be reading. So the answer is Kiruba reading in her room? At last, I'll just have a quick revision of the formulas which we are using to frame the present continuous tense in a positive, negative and in the interrogative form. So for the positive form, we use subject plus is MR plus ing form of the verb and the rest of the sentence, that is the object. And in the negative form, subject plus the helping verb, that is MR plus not plus ing form of the verb and then the object, the rest of the sentence. In the interrogative sentence, we've used the auxiliary verb or the helping verb first, that is MR, then the subject and then ing form of the verb plus object. I have already told you in the previous videos that a sentence has three main sections, that is subject, verb and object. So here in the formula the object is not mentioned, but plus dot 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 is given, that means there is object also, right? I hope children you have understood the concept and the format and the syntax to frame different types of sentences in present continuous tense. So with this hope, I leave you all with few more exercises which we'll be discussing during the class. Children, please take care of yourselves, stay home and stay safe. Thank you children and have a good day.